Namaste. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining practice this morning. This is about 80 minutes long. As always, please practice in accordance with your comfort level and your abilities. If you know the variations, I invite you to explore them if you're familiar with them. Otherwise, please respect your limitations. Remember, the practice is an offering, and how your feelings to an extent affecting everybody. So please keep that in mind and practice mindfully and consciously. So on that note, let's begin. Let's begin by sitting tall and straight. Close the eyes. Bring the attention within. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And then God who will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Let's do the mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you don't know it, just pretend you're singing it through the voice of the Guru. You derive all the benefits as though you're chanting it perfectly. If you do know it, try doing a single breath and try to do it with conviction and volume so it can be heard by all the subtle bodies within and all around. Om Pavitraha Pavitrava Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smrit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Bihantraha Sajihi. Now let's do calming breathing, alternate nostril breathing, no breath retention, but then we'll add in a slight one. But since it is so short, you don't have to apply any of the locks, neither the throat nor the root lock. Just hold the breath, bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. We're breathing in through the left, and then make sure you close both sides of the nose completely before you open up, and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right immediately, close both nostrils, and then exhale through the left. So you don't have to keep your fingers close to the nose. I'm exaggerating a little bit so you can see the movement. Left hand Yana Mudra, second finger and thumb connected, other fingers straight on the left knee. Right hand, second, third fingers fold down towards the palm. This is Vishnu Mudra. When you turn a palm towards you, it's no longer Vishnu Mudra. The right thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left nostril. Always use your right hand. As always, again, keep the attention at the center of the forebrow. So we're going to sit up tall and straight here. The count is 8. 8 on the inhale, 8 on the exhale, and eventually we're going to add in a slight breath retention of 6 counts for the breath retention. So let's begin. This brings the mind to a state of calmness and more conducive to meditation. Breathe out completely through both nostrils. Then close off the right nostril, inhale through the left. Imagine the breath moving down. 2, 3, towards the base of the Zeki channel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close the left side, open up the right, exhale back up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Immediately down to the right, inhale. 3, 4, the lungs expanding, the chest rising. 6, 7, 8. Close the right side, open left, exhale back up. 2, 3, evenly and steadily. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale down to the left. Breathing is very steady and calm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close the left, open right, exhale back up. 2, 3. Keep observing the breath moving through the body. 6, 7, 8. Down. Inhale to the right. 3, 4. The chest expanding and lifting. Close the right, open left, exhale back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. Inhale. Close left, open right, exhale. Back up. Back down, inhale. Close right, open left, exhale, back up. Now adding in the slight breath retention, inhale down through the left. Close both nostrils, hold for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale back up through the right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to the right on the inhale. 6, 7, 8. Close the right. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out through the left. Open up the left. 2, 3, 4. The breath rises up through the throat. 7, 8. Down. Inhale left. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both sides of the nose. Hold the breath for 6. Exhale out to the right. Back up for 8. Down through the right. Inhale. Hold for 6 again. Both sides of the nose closed. Exhale out to the left for 8. Continue on your own for a few more moments. Keeping the witness, watching everything, observing without any judgment or any expectation as to what should or should not be happening. Do it for the benefit of all beings. If your mind starts to wander, be unconcerned, unjudging. Just pull your mind back as many times as you need to. Eventually the mind will settle with constant practice and adherence to the ethical rules. Keep the body still so the mind has more of an opportunity to come into quietness. The mind is constantly moving, or you're not treating the body well, feeding it bad food, and otherwise the mind is always occupied with fixing, repairing the body. So make the mind free of all those distractions, that upkeep, keeping the body healthy, and then the mind will become quiet. A healthy mind is a happy and content mind. And one that is not always occupied by activity. Next time you exhale out of your left side, conclude. Just take a moment to notice the state of the body and the mind and emotions once you've done. momentarily we'll continue with the postures, with the exercise to help to purify the body, to bring it into that state of radiant health. And through the postures, also try to connect to the divine that is within each and every form. Remember that God is equally present in all beings, and the way that God manifests in this physical world is through the postures. Try to see God in all the beings. With that intention firmly set in the mind and heart, let's continue the practice. Open your eyes, come up to standing, and we'll continue some warm-up exercises. So you want to do the warm-ups with vigor, with enthusiasm. Do the breathing with vigor so you get the full range of benefits. So we're going to start off by just imagine you're shaking out all the impurities out of the organs. So you're pumping the belly button in and out, and feeling the belly jump, and as you do this, feel as though all the impurities are falling out of the organs, are being shaken out. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend down. Hands on the knees. Stay empty through the lungs and start to pump the belly in. Try to do these 50 times to hold the breath out. Pull the belly button up and in. Imagine you're contracting we'll contract the buttocks. Pull the pelvic floor up towards the navel and press against the back wall of the body. Exhale, come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Empty completely. Stay empty again. Pump the belly button in and out. Get everything up and in. The area underneath the rib basket becomes very, very hollow and thin. Feels like you're holding making a vacuum underneath the rib basket. And coming back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. So now, let's exercise all the joints. Place hands on the hips. Circle the head. Make large circles as possible, the ears touching the shoulders, the chin to the chest, the back of the head to the top of the back. Roll the head all the way around the neck. And switch the direction of rotation. And then from here, raise your arms up on the inhale. Exhale back down. Inhale straight up. Exhale, yank the arms down. The fingers are open as you bring the arms up, and they come back into fists as they come down to the shoulders. Now forward, same action to the hands. Snap the hands back, right against the front of the shoulders. Now these arm swings, throw the arms back behind the ears if you can. Now from here, arms across the chest, inhale, exhale, swing them back. Alternate the cross each time the arms come across the chest. Now right arm up, left hand down, and then circle the arms in opposite directions. Left hand up, right hand down, and then change directions. Now, raise your arms up on the inhale. Exhale, toss the body down. Roll the belly against the thighs. And bend your knees as you're coming down. One more. Just allow the body to hang out here and stop shaking and bouncing. And then come back up, chin into your chest as you roll your way back up. Next one, there's a squat. So if you can't go down all the way, just go down as far as you need to. Be mindful of your knees. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, drop down. And then rise back up. And then bring the arms in front. Take hold of the opposite elbows. The lower body doesn't move. Spread your feet a little bit more than hip width apart and go from side to side. As you go to one side, breathe out. The inhale happens automatically as you come back to the center. And then return. Next one. Again, there's squats in this one, 4 movements. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, press up off the heels. Exhale, back down. Feel like you're jacked in a box, bring out of the box, then being pushed back down into the box. One more. And then release. Arms in front of the body. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. The arms feel as though they're being spring-loaded. And now the arms come by the sides of the body. The same movement, except you're going in a full circle and a quarter. So inhale to the front. Exhale, pull in and drop the arms back down. And then release. Okay, so now spread the feet so the toes will be on the edges of the mat. Heels are inside the mat, going from side to side. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the right. Right arm up, inhale. Bend to the left, exhale. And then return. Next one, the same movement, but the breathing is different. Left arm up, inhale. Hold the breath, bend to the right. Coming back up on the exhale. Right arm up, inhale. Bend to the left. Try not to make folds in the underside of the body in the waist. Coming back up. Graceful movements, sweeping gestures like grass blowing in the wind. And return. Right arm up. Bend, go deeper. With each repetition. Stretch the whole upper side of the body. Feel as though you had weights dangling off the fingers. To allow yourself to sink deeper into the bend. Remember, all beings are experiencing this through your body. So try to deliver the best experience. Try to avoid going to the place of pain and suffering, anxiety and distress. This is not what you want to send out to anybody. Watch the body moving like you're the eternal witness. lose your identification of the body, the mind, and emotions. These are not you. These are not representative of your true nature. Just infinite, boundless in regards to its potential, immutable, and pure. Big inhale. Hold the breath as you hang out in the bend. And then come back on the exhale to the other side. All the movements graceful. No jerks, no loud, sudden, abrupt, and aggressive movements. Remember, God is watching everything from within. And the practice is a divine offering, so make this offering as beautiful as possible. And return. So come onto the hands and knees now. Cat, cow. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Generate some heat in the core. Inhale. Exhale. Powerful moves, but graceful. Inhale. Stretch the belly skin. Exhale, stretch the back skin. Inhale, push the chest forward away from the seat. Tails go to the neck out the shoulders. Exhale. Make sure you don't close off the air passage as you bring your chin in. Inhale. Exhale. As you arch your back, try not to create again a big fold across the lower back of the neck. Exhale. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. Exhale, stretch the back skin, the shoulders fall away from one another, the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral back. Right leg up on the inhale. Swing it out to the right on the exhale. Throw the leg up there on the inhale. Modify again according to your condition. You can slow it down if you need to. Try to get the foot right in front of the shoulder, the foot over the head when it goes up and back. And then the other leg. Left leg up, inhale, and then swing it out to your left. Loosen up your joint. And then release. Come onto the belly now. You can always use a blanket underneath your body. So that the bottom of the bottom edge of the blanket is just just at the top of the legs. It helps with the hips a little bit, so it's not as uncomfortable with the hips grinding into the ground. If you can join your hands behind the back. Otherwise, keep your hands apart. But if you can, bring your hands together. Squeeze your heels, your palms together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back down. Up. Down. Engage the buttocks and upper back muscles. Up. Down. Press down through the tops of the feet. Up. And down. Up. Down. Imagine trying to get your hands over your feet. Up. Down. Up. Down. Stop if you need to. Up. Down. Try to do as many as you can now. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. And down. Relax. Drop your arms by the sides of the body. Breathe in. Breathe out, let go of all fatigue, all effort. Learn to drop out all the effort immediately. For the next one, we're going to bring your arms forward. Actually, bring your hands under, either beside your body if you can, or underneath your thighs. So the palms pressing down and the shoulders rolling in so that your hands are underneath the middle of the mid part of the thigh. Raise the legs up and back down. Up and down. Up and down. Up. You can alternate legs too if it's too much to raise both legs. Up, down, 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 up, and down. Release. Arms up from underneath. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now, let's see. Okay, so now let's press up to the table and come all the way back to your seat behind your heels. This one has 4 movements. Inhale, round your back as you come up, high cat. Exhale, drop your hips to your hands, chest forward, head back. Cobra. Inhale, back up into high cat. Exhale, seat all the way back behind the heels. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, pressing your chest all the way forward, the shoulders all the way back. Inhale, back up. Exhale, seat all the way back. Inhale, rounding the back. Exhale, flexing the spine, curving this, arching the back. Inhale, back into rounding. Exhale, flattening and lengthening. Inhale, moving away. That doesn't create any folds in the lower part of the back or the back of the neck. Inhale. Keep that conduit of energy nice and unobstructed. Inhale. And forward. Think of a hose. If you fold it sharply, if you bend it sharply, then the water will stop flowing. All the way back, exhale. So same action with the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Constant delivery of energy from the base of the spine all the way and back. Inhale, come up. Exhale and coiling. Look like a snake with its balance range of motion. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, tap into the consciousness of the movements again. Open yourself up to divine grace. Open your hearts in every sense. Round to your back. Gesture for humbleness as the head is down, the eyes downcast. Exhale. Same here for child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Remember to renounce all the fruits. Do the practice as your divine obligation to all beings. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then up. Forward. Up. And back. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the breathing very even. Up. And back. And last time. Inhale, rounding your back. Exhale, flexing your spine, chest forward. No kinks in the lower back. Get in the back of the neck. Up. And down. And here, release. Forehead to the ground. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax. Even here, in those moments of rest, we offer them up because everything in the practice that we do has an intention, has a purpose. This one, we're sliding into Cobra. So we're going to pull at the floor with the arms, drag your body forward, the hips to the hands, and as you come into your Cobra, hold the breath, hold the pose. Make sure you don't jam up the neck, keep the shoulders down, the lower back, without, again, big line across the back. Exhale back. Inhale, come forward. So as you're coming forward, you have to push the chest all the way forward. And then come up, eyes up tall. trunk out of your hips. And back, exhale. If this entry is too challenging for you, you can come into baby plank. On the inhale, drop your hands, and then take your head up and back. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back, exhale. Inhale, glide forward. Pull at the floor like you're trying to drag the floor towards you. And then uncoil gracefully like the serpent. And back, exhale. Inhale, glide. Keep the elbows close to the body. Push the shoulders back. Make the chest wide like the wings beside the on either side of the cobra's head. And back, exhale. Inhale again, come forward. Eyes up. You have to see yourself in the form. Visualize, put yourself in the body of what you're representing. And back, and try to imitate in all ways the teacher, which in this case is what you're representing. If you like, for the next few, you can come onto your fingertips, bend the knees, try to get your feet up, close or on the head. And back, exhale. King Cobra. Inhale, come forward. Don't worry if you can't touch your head, just do your best. Feel as though you're squeezing socks behind the backs of the knees. Point your toes, press into your fingertips firmly. And back. Your hips, your hands have to be close to your hips, very close, so you can get as much height as possible. Extend the body up. And back. No attachment to results, no expectations. Keep doing your best. And back. Shoulders back. Get as much height as you can. Don't worry about bending back too much. Eventually the feet and the head might connect. Just try your best. And back. One more. Make it your best one yet. You press into your fingertips firmly. Good. Angry determination in all the postures. And back. And release in child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Good. Now from here, we're going to come forward onto the belly and then flip onto the back. Arms out over the head, stretch arms and legs. Stretch your arms and legs, and as you exhale, come into a tuck. Squeeze, push the shoulders up towards the knees, the chin between your knees. Make the hands the forehead, the head to the forehead to the hands above the knees. Inhale. Exhale into the tuck again. Squeeze tight. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale into the tuck. Ankles crossed. Really make yourself compact. Look like a fist. Inhale. Exhale. Pull everything up and in. Inhale. Exhale. Move between these two poses with power, with grace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath this time as you come into tuck. Peel the shoulders up off the mat. Try to get your shoulders right to the knees. You can bring one fist in front of the others if it makes it easier to press your forehead against your hands. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch again. Make your body go all taut. And hold the breath. Tuck in very tightly again. Try to get your forehead right to the hands above the knees. Squeeze the knees against your front of the shoulders. Underneath the chin. Release, exhale. Inhale, extend. Let the breath come up. Push the lower back down into the ground. Peel the shoulders off the mat. Lift the feet up off the mat as well. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. very tightly. Everything stops. All the movements of the mind, all the movements of the body, the mind, and the emotion is over, frozen. Release, exhale. Inhale, hold and tuck. Everything stops. As though the mind, the body, emotions were frozen. Inhale, hold the breath and tuck. Release into the space between the eyebrows. Release, and you can do this regardless of whether your forehead's touching hands or not. Inhale, hold the breath and tuck. Release, exhale, one more. Inhale, and tuck very tightly. Squeeze everything in. All the muscles meeting in the middle. Release. Arms by the sides of the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. All struggles, all tension. So next one, you can roll back and forth. You can bend your knees, bring that up towards your shoulders, hold back to knees, and just roll this way. Okay, so, or you can take your arms over the head, and so you can come all the way back into cloud. If you come all the way back behind the head, and then lower the legs down, keep your legs straight. Once the feet touch down, lift the body up, and fold your body down in half over the legs, and then come all the way back. All the movements graceful, no jerky movements, no big crash landings of the back where the legs are on the ground. Nice and soft. Same as if you're rolling and your body's like a ball. Keep the movements fluid. Use your core to come up. Press down the heels. Hold breath. And then exhale over the legs. And we'll do one more. Do your current one. And then the next time you roll back, try to make your way right up into standing. So as your legs are coming down, bend your knees, plant your feet, and come right up. Okay, so now we're going to move the front of the mat for Surya Namaskara. Okay, so now move the front of the mat, hands to the heart. So imagine we're all together physically moving like a school of fish to stay the collective mind of offering. Raise your arms up. Pull the body down in half. Bend your knees if you need to. Bring hands flat on the ground. The right foot back. Lower down the knee. Drop down to the seat. Come into the high plank. Lower down the knees, chest, forehead. Come forward. Lift the hips up off the ground. Your hips come into your hands. No legs in the ground. Charge legs. Upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Lift the seat. Allow the head to come below the arms. And then the right foot steps forward. That's difficult. Lower the left knee down. The foot doesn't come all the way forward. Use your right hand to assist the foot forward. Then the feet come together. Uttanasana. Chest and the thighs, head down. Come all the way up to standing. Engage the buttocks and the upper back muscles as you lean back. Hands back to the heart. Go up and back. Breathe naturally. Don't worry about the breath. Move the body. The breath will follow and deliver more power and ease. Uttanasana. Left foot back. Drop down to the seat. Lower the knee right down into the plank. Knees, chest, forehead down. Right into upward facing dog. If you need to, just modify. Keep your hips on the ground. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then the left foot steps forward to the hands. Feet come together. Uttanasana. Push the seat right up over the heels if you can. Straighten your legs without detaching body from the legs. Arms up over the head. Hands back to the heart. Go up and back again. If you can't straighten your legs without detaching body from the thighs, keep your knees bent a little bit. The right foot back. Sink down to the seat. Come into high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees, chest, forehead down. Elbows stay close to the body. Press into your hands and lift the hips and knees away from the ground if you can. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot steps forward, feet together. Connect all the movements seamlessly like you're doing a divine dance of devotion. Make it graceful and beautiful. Again, hands back to hearts. Roll up and back, stretch the whole front of the body. Then fold the body in half. The gesture of humbleness. Left foot back. Every posture, every movement has a consciousness. Try to find it. Knees, chest, forehead down. Come right through into upward facing dog. Open yourself up to divine grace. Then downward facing dog. A gesture of humbleness. Offering yourself up and surrendering to service. Left foot steps in front. Feet together. Uttanasana. Come right to standing. Reach up over the head. Back home, hands to the heart. Adding on now. Raise your arms up. Hips forward. Come down, bend your knees. Land your belly on your thighs. Then push your body against your legs. Your shoulders come right to get close to the knees. Your head's over your shoulders. The seat comes up again. See if you can get your chest lower than the knees. The forehead to the shins. Now from here, hold the breath. Right foot back. Lower down the knee. Right into Kapyasana. You can keep the toes bent under on the back foot if you like, to make easier transitions. Then break the pose back into plank. From here, if you want, you can do Ashtanga Namaskar again, or take your seat all the way back. Pull the elbows into the sides of the body, pushing with your toes. Try to come forward without dropping your knees and hips to the ground. Upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Sink the heart, melt in every sense. The right leg comes up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Set the foot between the hands. Back knee down. Sink down to the seat. Arms up over the head. Arms all the way back behind the ears if you can. Stretch. Come forward. Hold your breath. The belly on your thighs. The left foot comes in to meet the right. Uttanasana again. Your hands over your shoulders. In front of your head. Maybe even. Come right up to standing. Reach up over our head. Come back home. Hands to the heart. Keeping the awareness, watching the body moving all by itself. Watch the reactions of the mind, watch the emotional reactions without any judgment. Remain in the same mindset, undisturbed, unaffected. Uttanasana. Good. The left foot back, lower down the knee. Raise your arms up over the head. Arch back, arms right beside and maybe behind the ears. Come back down. And from here into high plank, bring the seat all the way back. Come forward again. Pull the elbows into the sides of the body. Lift the head all the way up. Look like a dog howling at the moon. Back into downward facing dog. Look like a dog stretching its back. Embody the loyalty of the dog to its master in this pose as well. Then the left leg comes up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Move the foot now between the hands. Lower down the knee. Drop down to the seat. Kapyasana. Think of yourself as a monkey with no bones seemingly in the arms. Completely loosen the shoulders. Now, hold your breath. Land your belly on your thigh. Bring your right foot into the left. Uttanasana. Seat up. If you can, straighten your legs again. Come all the way up. Wherever you are, it's perfect if you're offering up the poses. Don't worry about the results. Hands back to the heart. Let's do another round like that. Raise your arms up. Hips forward. Chest high. Bend the knees, land your belly on your thighs, the seat comes up, the head comes down, arms over the head, the right foot back, right into Kapyasana, swing arms back, keep the shoulders down, try to get your index fingers over the back toes, break the pose, bring the hands down, back into high plank, and then right through into upward facing dog, your entry of your choice. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot up, Ekapada. Step the foot between the hands, back knee down. Again, right up and back. Open up to divine grace. Circle the arms behind your back without touching your fingers to the ground. Your left foot comes forward to meet the right. Uttanasana. Come all the way up to standing. Reach up over the head. Come back home. And one more. Raise your arms up. Stretch the whole front of the body. Hips forward. Come forward and down. Bend your knees, the belly on your thighs, and push your seat all the way up. In line with the heels if you can. Hands over your shoulders. Hold the breath. The left foot back. Right up into Kapyasana. Each time you repeat the pose, try to go a little bit deeper. Hands down. It comes with more ease with repetition. Into the plank. The seat back. Come right through to upward facing dog. back into downward facing dog. Then the left leg comes up gracefully, and then step the foot between the hands quietly, not making a sound when it lands. No big heavy footfalls. Arms up over the head. Reach back and then come forward. Uttanasana. Press the belly into your left leg. Right foot comes forward to meet the left. Uttanasana. If your legs are straight, the face right against the shins, the seat up over the heels. Come all the way up to standing. Reach up over the head. Hasta Uttanasana. Then come back home. Hands to the heart. Take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale the love from the heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine the love going out to all beings everywhere, like the sun that shines down on everything. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine, unconditional love for all beings. And then release. Okay, so we'll continue with more postures now. Standing on your left foot. Bring the right foot, knee up. Take hold of the heel from the inside. If you're having trouble balancing, you can stand against a wall, or you can place your left hand on a wall. The right leg comes out and to the side. Try to have your toes and fingers in the same line. So maybe it's about the height of the shoulders, maybe a little bit higher. Flex the foot, lean a little bit to your left, stretch your legs up higher so that your toes and fingers stay on the same line. And your leg will come up even higher. Now hold the breath. You're going to release the foot, but try not to allow the foot to drop. Good. And then bring the leg down, keep leaning to your left. Try not to touch the ground. Right into gliding eagle. Bend your left knee, bring your belly onto your thigh. Sweep your arms out to the side, like the wings of a magnificent eagle. Imagine you're soaring down at great height, at great speed. Push your chest forward a little bit. Look forward. Try to arch your back. Right foot comes higher than the head if you can. Now press into your left foot and come right back up. Good. Now try it on the other side. Anchor down to the right foot. Bring the left knee up. Take hold of the heel, the thumb behind the heel. And then bring the arm and the leg up again at your height. Where try to keep your legs straight. Flex the foot. If you're more flexible, bring the foot closer to the shoulder, lean to the right. Wherever you are is perfect if you're offering up the pose. And try to embody all the characteristics of the ballet dancer. Good. Now from here, hold the breath. Engage leg muscles so that the foot doesn't drop noticeably when you let go of the foot. And then keep leaning to the right. Bring the left foot, sweep it down and back. Bend your right knee if you need to take your fingers to the ground. So if you start to lose your balance, then go ahead. Be unjudging. Be undisturbed no matter what happens. Whatever happens, just dance with it. Again, try to get your foot higher than the head. Curve the back a little bit if you can. See yourself in the form. Merge with the form. Press into the right foot and come back up. Okay, so now we're going to come to the back of the mat. Actually, I should do it this way. The left foot forward, left hand down in front of your foot, about 14 or 16 inches. Bring the right leg up, and then open up your hip, open up to the right. If you can, bring the right arm up. Your hip over the foot. Good. Take the right foot up higher if you can. Now bend your knee. If you can take hold of the foot. So you have to bend your left knee a little bit. That helps a little bit. And pull the foot close to your seat. Take the foot as close to the seat, and then push your foot all the way up again, away from the rest of the body. Push the right shoulder back. Then you can stay here. If you have good balance, you look forward. Hold your breath. And bring your left hand to your heart. Some of you might be able to get your hand to the foot, bring your foot in close to your seat again, and then once you have the foot, push it back out. Now from here, bring the left hand down, extend the right leg all the way back, level with the hip, Right hand to the left of the left foot, to the right of the left foot. Turn your body to your left. Revolve Ardha Chandrasana. Your leg is about the height of the hip again. Straight line from the head to the foot. Make sure you're extending your leg, your right leg. If you can't get your arm up, it's too much for your shoulder, you can keep your hand on the seat, but keep trying to rotate your left shoulder back. Okay. Then from here, break the pose. Bring the right foot back down, the left hand down, and then come back up. Try it on the other side now. Right foot takes a step forward, lean down, the right hand in front of the foot, about 14 or 16 inches, not too close, otherwise you might tend to lose your balance, and it's also hard to open up your hip all the way. Ardha Chandrasana. Try to bring your left foot up as high as you can. Fingers together, straight. Pay attention to the detail. And then from here, bend your knee if you can. Bend the right knee as well. Sink more weight into your right foot. Take hold of the ankle if you can, and then push the foot up and away from the rest of your body. Open up your chest. You can also do this from on your right knee if you need to. If you can't, if it's too much to reach all the way down to the floor with your hands. So from here, if you want, you can also look forward. Take your right hand to your heart. Or take the right hand to the foot, push the foot up. Then release, bring the foot back in, the right hand back down, the left hand to the left of the right foot. Roll the left hip in, the leg about level with the ground, so lower the leg a little bit. And from here, turn the body to the right. Push the right shoulder back. See if you can get the right arm up. Try to keep your left leg straight. And then break the pose. Bring the left foot down, the right hand down, and then come back up. So now let's come to the middle of the mat. Facing our long edge of the mat, we're going to go to the left first. So we're going to bring your fingertips in line with your shoulders. Jump your feet apart, go to your left. Bend into your left knee and sink down into your hip. Work the hips. The arms level with the shoulders. Come forth a sense of purpose, like you have no hesitation to do your duty, to protect. Become the warrior in all the ways. Bring the right arm up to meet the left. Virabhadrasana. If you can't turn your hip all the way, you can lift the back heel up. Look all the way up. Bring the head back. Now from here, bring the hands down to the inside. If you can, if your hip is low, your left hand on just against the foot, the right arm over the head. If it's too much, your hips aren't quite as low, you can bring your forearm on your left thigh and do from here, but try to have a straight line from the foot all the way to the head. It's not a triangle. Your right hip is not up, sink it down. Same line from the foot all the way to the hand. Now if you want, you can take any variation. You can take the right hand to the thigh, roll it outwards. You can even, if you're lower, take your left shoulder down just below the line of the knee. The left arm goes underneath the leg, the right arm goes behind your back. Press the right shoulder back. Pull the arm, try to get the right arm straight. Now from here, turn forward, back knee down, flatten out the toes on the ground. Kapyasana. Hands together, rock your shoulders back. Push your chest up, bring your arms back. Again, imagine your index fingers going over the back toes. If it's too much, you can keep your hands on the knee. Lean away from the leg. Push your sinker seat all the way forward towards your front heel though. No folds in the lower back. Arch the back. Stretch from the toes all the way to the fingertips. Now break the pose. Bring the hands back down to the inside of the foot. Move the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Lift the back knee and just scooch back and forth. Try to get your hips to sync with each pass. Then push back to the right heel one more time, lower the knee down. If, depending on where your hips are, if they're very high, you just keep dropping them down. You can stay on your hands if you like. If your hips are already on the ground, you can fall to the right. Perhaps the right forearm will come down. And then roll back to your left forearm comes down. When your hips are completely down, the rest of the body might follow. The pelvis, the belly, eventually the chest and your chin. The aim is to try to get your body lower than your knee. Feels when the hips are very heavy, the hips are like the anchor for the body. Keep extending the chest forward, telescope your body out of the hips, maybe your body will come down closer to the ground. Now press into your hands, come back up. Slide your left foot in, actually lift the toes of the left foot and bring the right foot a little bit to the left, if you like, and then rest your belly on your thigh. The hips are over the back knee. Your cheek can rest on the inside of the shin, perhaps then you can bring the forearms down. Bring your attention to all those areas in the body where you want to feel release, maybe in this case the hamstrings. Your attention will attract all the prana there, all the vital force. Go now from here, come back, slide your left foot in, come upright. Hands on the hips, bend the toes under the back foot. See if you can lift your front foot. If it comes up easily, it's roughly in the right place. Your legs should be like a box. The right arm up, just spin this way so you can see. And then you ankle the toe and the knee towards the right a little bit. Try to get your arm, your left shoulder, back shoulder against the knee, your armpit on the outside of the knee. Left hand push into your right. You can do a fist even if you want with your left hand. So push, have more power to push into your hand. So the belly comes higher in the thigh. As you push down, the chest comes up behind the center of the thumbs. And then you pull the left shoulder all the way back. Turn the face and chest up. Try to get your left shoulder all the way back. If you want to take a bind, you push your seat back. If your armpit is on the outside of the knee, it makes it easier for the arm to go underneath. Use the left hand to assist if you need to. Left arm goes over the back, you join your hands underneath the belly, pull the left shoulder back, and last step, with or without the bind. You can keep your hands in Anjali Mudra if you like. Take the back knee up off the ground. Push through the back heel, try to keep the back leg straight, no sagging at the back of the knee or at the hips. Straight line from the head all the way to the top of the head to the back, the heel of the right foot. Then pull on the arm, try to get yourself deeper into the twist. Then break the pose, bring the hands back to the inside, and then come back to the center. Between your body between your legs, come all the way up. Go to the right now. So turn to the right, bend into your right knee, and land nice and low in your hips. Steady gaze, embody all the qualities of a warrior, the strength, the courage, the determination. And from here, the left arm swings up to the knee to the right. Bring your head all the way back. Say this pose, I'm yours to do your service. Grant me higher devotion. The head all the way back. Good. Now from here, bring the hands down. Bring the right hand to the inside of the foot. Turn the left foot so that the left edge of the whole foot is on the ground. Left arm over the head. Parsvakonasana again if you need to. If your hip is not low enough to bring hand on the ground, bring your forearm on your thigh and do it from here. Wherever you are is perfect again if you're doing your best. You can bring your left hand behind your back and press into your thigh, roll the thigh outwards. If you're low in the hips, you can bring the right shoulder down or just underneath the line of the knee. The right arm goes underneath the leg, left arm goes behind the back. Pull on the left wrist. Try to straighten up the left arm. It feels like you're sitting on your arm. Push the left shoulder back. Now Now from here, break the pose, turn forward, toes flat on the ground, hips all the way forward. Asana. So do your modifications if you need to. If you can't get if it's too much for your shoulders, bring your arms up. Keep your seat right close to the front heel. If you can do the full pose, join hands together and pull the arms way back. Stretch, try not to make folds in the lower back again. Pull the body out of the hips. Arch the back. Think of the monkey again, swinging from tree to tree. No bones, only the arms. And then back. From here, lizard pose, Pristasana. Bring the right foot to the edge of the mat, the left knee up, and then scooch back and forth. Try to get your hips to sink. Push back to the left heel one more time, lower the knee down. If your hips are low enough, fall to your left. Come onto your left forearm and then roll back to the right. Make sure that the knee is not falling away like this, or that the hip is, the foot is sliding all the way out beyond your knee. Keep your knee and the heel in the same line, so I move the foot out initially. Keep your knee close to the shoulder, and again, try to bring the body lower so that the back is eventually lower than the knee. Imagine your hips are made of lead, and maybe with the hips anchored down, the rest of the body will come down with more ease. If you can, go all the way down, your chest on the ground, fix your gaze on a point. Be like a lizard, just quietly sunning yourself on a warmer. It's not a care in the world. Now coming back onto the hands. This way, so bring the left foot in a little bit to the right. Lift the right toes up. The hip is over the back knee, and then bow to the leg. Release the back, all the attention at the base of the spine. Imagine the spine going longer and longer from its source. A gesture here of humility again. The head down, the eyes downcast. Now come back on the hands, bend the toes under the back foot and drag your right foot back. Hands on the hips, standing on the left knee. See if you can bring the right foot up. So test to see if the foot is correctly positioned. The heel in line with the back of the knee. The legs look like a box. Left arm up, go to the right. Swoop down, left shoulder stays with the outside of the right knee. And we push the right head into your left, send the belly up high in the thigh, and keep on trying to keep the center of the chest behind your thumbs. Roll the right shoulder all the way back, turn the face and chest up. If you want, you can take the back knee up off the ground, hold the breath. If you want to take a bind, either with your knee on the ground or with your knee up off the ground, sometimes it's easier because you have more space, no obstruction blocking you. But you have to try to keep your balance. Push through the back heel. Take the right shoulder all the way back. Go deeper into the pose. Don't sag with the back knee. Don't sag with the hips if you can. Now break the pose. Bring your hands back to the inside and all the way back to the middle. Okay, so do it here again. Prasarita Parattanasana. Take your hands to your ankles and pull the body right in between your legs, head in between your feet. If you have the flexibility, you can take hold of the outer edge of feet, step on your fingers. Try to get your head down. If you're more flexible, try to bring your head further through so the back of the head, the top of the head is in line with the heels. Maybe your chest comes behind your legs. Roll the thighs outwards, roll the shins inwards. Lift the shoulders. Now from here, if you like, you can bring hands down. Those of you who have a headstand practice and can straddle up, go ahead. Your fingers are a little in line with your heels, your arms at right angles. Hold the breath and see if you can straddle up. If you can't straddle up, just bring your feet behind your wrists. Land your back just underneath your knees against your elbows and see if you can pull your toes away from the ground. Maybe once you have the comfort, you can bring your feet up higher, so the knees are on the upper arms, close to elbows. Eventually you can keep going. Right foot or 1 foot forward, 1 foot back behind you. Bend your legs so that your feet stay close to the, so you make it easier for yourself by making your body more compact. So just stay here for another few breaths. Try to find a stillness wherever you are. Again, just try to bring your mind into the quietness. Concentrate on the space between the eyebrows. In every form, eventually becomes possible to meditate. Once you tap into consciousness and merge the form, become one with the form, that's when you will find the quietness. Now, if you're up, start to make your way down carefully with control. So come back the same way as you enter. If you're straddling down, hold your breath, engage your core as you're coming closer to the ground, so the feet land exactly in the same place where you started from. Arms out to the side, come all the way up. Heel toe your feet in, so the heels are on the inside of the mat, the toes are still beyond the edge of the mat. Hands to your seat, bend your knees. Easy to Chakrasana. Push your hips all the way forward. It's like you're sitting on a horse. You can keep your hands on the seat or move your hands down just below the knees. Push your heels, your palms into the just into the legs. And then from here, try to push your hips forward, straighten your legs. Roll the thighs outwards, roll the shins inwards. If you're flexible, you can keep going. Walk your hands all the way down. Step on your fingers with your heels. Keep your weight forward. Then make your way back up. Walk your hands one at a time back up the legs. Push into your seat, pull down. As you're coming up, tuck your chin into your chest. Come upright. Arms out to the side. Bring your feet back together. Mountain consciousness, mountain pose, Tadasana. Be steady, be still, be unshakable and unmovable in your devotion to the practice, in your devotion to serve others. Walk to the back of the mat here. From here we're going to either fall into plank. If your wrists are not up to it, you can just come onto your knees and make your way into plank pose. If you're doing it from up here, hold your breath. You want to land your hands in front of your shoulders. Okay, so from here, left hand goes to the right a little bit. In front of the nose, Vasisthasana. Your legs can stay crossed here. If your shoulder is starting to sink, you're sinking your hips, you can just lower the left knee down underneath the knee. So don't, be careful with the shoulder. And then come to the other side. On the right hand now, go to your left. Keep your ankles crossed, straight line from the foot to the head, from arm to arm. Come back to plank. It's time. You can do variations. One more round. If you're doing variations, I like to push the hips up a little bit. Then move the left hand to the right. Your hips stay high, your arm fully extended. You keep turning on your left foot until you can slide your right foot back alongside the left knee. Make sure the inside edge of the left foot is grounded. Push your pelvis all the way up. Slowly try to get your knee over your foot. And see if you take your right toes up off the ground. You can let you catch your knee. If you have the reach, you take hold of the foot. Go again according to your abilities. Break the pose. Come out of the pose as gracefully as you enter back into plank. Maybe downward facing dog. Go to the left. On the right hand, right foot. And if you want, you can just start to slide. Turn on the right foot. Slide your left foot back alongside the knee. Move your right foot in a little bit. Inside edge of the foot is grounded. Notice how high my hips are. So then, you can take the foot up off the ground. More easily take the knee. Maybe eventually the foot. Break the pose, come back. Spin on the right hand. Keep your right arm fully extended as you make your way back. So from here, lift the heels, bend the knees. Jump to the hands. Arms in front. Fingers dangling, lift the heels up. all the way up. Keep your shoulders over your hips if you can. Lift the heels up a little bit higher. Feel the legs shaking. Stay with it. Be undisturbed, unjudging, unbothered. Now lower down slowly your seat right on your heels. Tuck your chin in. We're going to roll back into baby plow. So your seat comes down on your heels, your legs come up, and then your hands come to the back as your legs are coming up, and then the feet go behind your head. So just set up here for shoulder stand. You can bring your hands down behind your back. Pull your arms further back behind your body so from in front you can't see them. Join your hands together, including your wrists. Move your elbows closer. Your seat directly over your shoulders. Then when you bring your hands on your back and raise your leg up and reaching for the sky, you'll find a straighter line. Then the other leg can come up and meet it. Your chin right against your chest right against your chin. Legs are straight, feet together. Come up as high as you can. This is the mother of the poses, a complete pose. Again, bring the attention to the space between your eyebrows. Remain completely still. Leave the body alone. Slowly bring your hands back, keep all your hands on the back as you lower your legs. No big heavy thumps of the feet on the ground, remember, if you can. Bring your feet behind your head. If your feet touch down, you can bring your hands behind your back. And if you want, you can even bring your knees down beside your head. You're very flexible, your knees come down on your shoulders. And maybe even in front of your shoulders, almost to the ground. Go within, beyond the body, the mind, and the emotions. These are not you. When you get the ability to merge with a form, you find quietness in the mind. Each opportunity you get to find that quietness, take advantage of it. Now we're going to get ready to come out of the pose, hands behind the back, palms down. And as your legs come down closer, you can move your hands closer to the thumb tips and the index edges. The index fingers are down. Keep bringing your legs down. When you're about 2 inches away from the ground, lift your back up off the ground. Purse your chest up. The feet come down. And see if you get the top of the head to the ground. Fish pose. Now, if this is easy for you, move your elbows in a little bit closer. Try to get your heart up higher, your head closer to your seat, and you can even raise your legs up 12 inches off the mat. Now, breathe very fast and nose like a sniffing dog. Bring your feet close to your seat, in front of your seat, edges of feet in line with your hips. Don't move your head. Take your hands out from underneath. Bring your fingertips on either side of the head, a little bit in front of your head. And pushing your fingertips, lift your seat up off the ground, move your head closer in towards your heels, and then turn your hands around. So your fingers are now facing towards the feet. Now you can stay here. If you have the power, push your head up. If this is too much, do bridge pose. Keep the back of the head on the ground, the shoulders on the ground. Just lift your hips. And tilt your hips forward. Try to get, your knees should be behind the toes, not over the toes. Your shins vertical if you're doing a bridge pose. If you're doing Urdhva Dhanurasana, you can lift your heels, rock back and forth if you like. Try to get your chest in front of your arms. And then lower the head back down. From here, release all efforts. Breathe in, breathe out. Come into tuck again. Your knees, but open up your legs so that your knees are against the shoulders. You're pressing down on the shins and just rock from side to side. Keep the sacrum down on the ground. Then happy baby pose. Next progression, take hold of the hands, the outer edges of the feet can roll from side to side. You can see if you get your knees down right to the ground underneath your arms. Your heels in line with the backs of the knees. Again, your shins are vertical. Try not to bring them out to the side. The feet in line with your knees. And now you can open it up. If you can bring your hands to the tops of the heels. Pull on the heels and try and get your feet down. Open up your legs. Try and get your feet down on either side of the body. In line with the shoulders. Make sure you try to keep your seat down on the ground. Don't overstretch. If you need to, you can bring your hands closer on your shins, on your calves, or on the thighs. Bring the legs back up. From here, bend your knees, reverse table, arms out to the side like a T shape, in line with the shoulders. Bring the left leg across the right. If you can hook the foot underneath the right leg, and then bring both knees over to the right. Guide the knees down with the right hand. And you want to feel the stretch all along the whole length of the spine, all the way to the base of the spine. Move your knees up towards your right elbow if you need to feel the lengthening along the spine. Push your knees towards the right. Point the left knee down towards the front end of the mat. Left shoulder stays anchored down. Come back to the center. Change legs around, the right leg over the left, hook the foot underneath the left leg, and bring your feet down to the left a little bit and lower the knees down to the left next. Make sure the right shoulder is not coming off the ground. Keep stretching the right arm out. Use the left hand if you need to keep your knees down. Feel the extension all along the back of the body, right to the base of the spine. Adjust the position of your knees if you need to. Come back for Shavasana. Lie on the back, legs extended, the feet open and falling away from one another. The arms come back towards the body about halfway, not all the way. Still be on the edges of the mat, the palms facing up. Relax everything. Feel as though all the muscles just instantly dissolved. Sink everything down so the body is very heavy. Imagine the best is happening right now. All the benefits streaming in like waves coming onto the beach, bringing in a surge of everything you need, the best of the best. On the exhale, just like the tide that goes out, imagine that it's taking away everything that you don't want to hang on to, any negativity in any of its forms. Just like the water sweeps the sand clean when it goes out, takes all the debris with it. Take out everything that doesn't serve you in any way, in a good way. Through the practice, the body becomes healthy and pure. You develop the habits that keep the body pure through good, nutritious food and through the exercise. But most importantly, we want to try to keep our comportment and our thoughts pure as well, so that we don't bring harm and pain and suffering to anyone. prepare to come back from Shavasana. Prepare to come back to seat position, always in a way that is mindful, that's gentle. Continue to be like the wind is watching everything unfold. We'll close the practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within and send out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining. Happy New Year and have a wonderful day. Sending much love.